Our first inductee into the 2015 class of the Missouri Press Association Newspaper Hall of Fame served as a reporter, city editor, managing editor, and finally, executive editor of the old St. Louis Globe-Democrat during a distinctive 43-year career with the newspaper.
George was a calm man, and newsrooms in those days were not always calm places. There could be a lot of shouting, there could be arguing over the content of the story. There could be a lot of pressure to get things done by deadline. In those days, everything was done on paper, and then so it was a challenging process. A loud place, and George was a pretty quiet guy, and people would occasionally lose their tempers or lose their cool. George was the boss. He got done what he wanted and needed to get done, but he was kind of an island of calm in the midst of all that, and I always admired that. He was able to keep it cool.
George A. Killenburg, a native of St. Louis, attended St. Louis University, working as a sports information director. The Globe-Democrat hired him in 1941 as a reporter. After serving in the Army Medical Corps during World War II, Mr. Killenburg returned to the Globe-Democrat and to SLU, where he earned a master's degree in American history. As a reporter, he covered the coal mine disaster in Centralia, Illinois in 1947 that killed 111 miners. In 1956, Mr. Killenburg was promoted to city editor, then to managing editor 10 years later, and to executive editor in 1979. He retired when the Newhouse family sold the newspaper in 1984. He served as president of the St. Louis Press Club and the Mid-America Press Institute.
He would work all day, and then he would go home for dinner, and he would have the early edition of the paper cabbed out to his house. And he would comb through that early edition and look for things that needed to be done differently, or look for things that he felt were shortcomings or stories that could be better. And some nights the paper was great, and some nights George would be on the phone for quite a while, calling into the city desk saying, "Okay, we have to work on this, we have to work on that, and we have to get it done before the final edition is put to bed." So his commitment and his dedication were really a model.
Mr. Killenburg was known as a strong advocate of local news. He championed diversity in the newsroom, assigning female reporters to hard news assignments, hiring the city's first female sports writer, recruiting minorities from area journalism schools in Missouri and Illinois, and he promoted a woman, Sue Ann Wood, to Globe-Democrat editorial post never before held by a woman, city editor, and later managing editor. Under his leadership, the newspaper won a Pulitzer Prize along with reporting awards from Sigma Delta Chi, the University of Missouri School of Journalism, and the Alfred Sloan Foundation. Mr. Killenburg believed journalism stood for the people. As he directed news coverage, he used the considerable influence of the Globe-Democrat to sound alarms, expose injustices, and hold public officials and public figures accountable for their actions. To him, journalists were the ultimate public servants. Born in 1917, Mr. Killenburg died in 2008 at the age of 91.